From Phoebus High School, Tuesday, April the 11th, 2017. It's Tuesday afternoon, girls varsity softball. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Phoebus High School in Hampton, Virginia. I'm Paul Rowe, along with Wubei Grabe, and we're going to be bringing you today's game between the visiting Hampton Crabbers and the homestanding Phoebus Phantoms. A game of softball on a day where it's 80-some degrees and it's wonderful out there, Wubei.
Great day today. Just coming off a spring break for the students, and we couldn't ask for a better day with two evenly matched teams, Paul. Two teams still building from losing a lot of players from last year, so this should be a great game.
Oh, I think it's going to be a really good game myself. We got some good players out there. We got some experience. We got some people gaining some experience and people hoping they can get some experience when they play as well as they should. And that's what we're going to see today. A lot of hungry people, really.
Well, anytime you get Hampton and Phoebus, no matter what the sport is, you're going to get a competitive game.
That's true.
Two teams who want to beat each other in any sport they can find. So it should be a great competitive game.
I'll go along with that. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at the Phoebus Phantoms on the field now. Defensively for the Phantoms, they line up with first baseman Leanne Bryant, second baseman Kaylee Guilford, third baseman Lauren Schofield, shortstop Brianna Holden, left fielder Gabrielle Redmond, center fielder Savannah Bannister, and right fielder Olivia Baggett. And in that big round circle in the middle of the field, the pitcher Brianna Fowler and her battery mate, the catcher Taylor Holden. That's how the Phantoms line up defensively. They'll be facing the Hampton Crabbers, and their first four batters this afternoon will be the pitcher Lauren Farrow, center fielder Eve Jenkins, first baseman Tori Thomas, and shortstop Gabby Thomas. No relation, I've been told. And Lauren Farrow steps into the batter's box to face Brianna Fowler.
Farrow, Paul, is a 3-year starter. One of the great talents on the Hampton Crabbers softball team.
First pitch right in there for a strike. That one a little bit inside there. You know what gets me, Wubei? I've been watching softball for many years. And you used to have a stigma about girls softball. It was a girly game. But over the years, I've watched this. These girls don't look like what we used to consider them 20, 30 years ago. These kids are athletes.
They can play. They can play. And then, you know, Coach Wilson over at Hampton's already talked about how many athletes he has on his team, former basketball players and girls who are coming out and giving them a great edge on the athletic point.
And there's a swing and a miss for the third strike, and we have one away already in this game.
Great pitch.
That was. She got her with an inside pitch and then came up a little bit high. I guess that was a little bit of a riser.
It looks like they have a little meeting at the mound here, discussing some strategy on defense.
Yeah. After the first batter, that's a little unusual, but it's a good thing to do so everybody's on the same page. That'll bring up Eve Jenkins, the center fielder for the Crabber. She takes one low and inside for ball one. And I do have to admit here that the young lady catching, Taylor Holden, was a student of mine when I taught at Jones.
We've got a lot of former students here in this game from you, Paul.
Yeah, that's one of the pitfalls of teaching and knowing a lot of kids. But the good thing is they're all doing good, or doing well. Actually, good. There's a ball right back to the pitcher. Fielded by Brianna Fowler and tossed over to first for the second out. So we've got two down in this inning. And that'll bring up Tori Thomas, the first baseman for the Hampton Lady Crabbers. That pitch right down the middle, and boy, it is tagged down the third base line, just fair, rolls into the corner, and Thomas will get into second with a stand-up double. Boy, Wubei, that ball was ripped.
Right over the bag on the third base line. Great play by Thomas, great play.
was almost, she was sitting up on that pitch and almost knew what was coming, man. She got that bat around quick and pulled it right down the third base line. It went right between the third baseman and the bag.
So Hampton gets their first hit of the game.
They do that, and it brings up Gabby Thomas, the shortstop for the Crabbers now.
Did you teach her too? I think you did.
No, I didn't teach her.
Her mom came up before the game and wanted to make sure we recognized that her daughter was the shortstop of Hampton, Gabby Thomas.
That was strike 2 as that one is fouled off. 2 strikes on the batter, Gabby Thomas.
And she is a sophomore, Paul, second-year starter for the Crabbers.
Wow, just a sophomore.
And Coach Wilson talked about how much talent they lost last year, and you know these young players are asked to step in early and often right now for this Crabber team.
Well, there's, that pitch was a little high and outside, but she got that one and pops it up to the shortstop, Brianna Taylor, for the third out. Yeah, that was one of the things that the coach did talk to you about, and that was the experience his team was going to have to get this year. And it's something that everybody gets the more they play. And the better competition they play, the more experience they get, and the better experience they get, and they'll get there.
Yeah, I mean, they have 2 wins on the season. They beat Heritage, and they beat Peninsula Catholic. And he talked about so many. I mean, he was naming all the players they lost, great players, great talent they lost. And when you ask young players to step in, you know, that gives them experience, but they might take their hits along the way. But
yeah, but that's okay to take those hits because, you know,
absolutely. So,
unfortunately, we learn from our mistakes.
Absolutely. Okay, dude. All right, as Lauren Schofield is warming up, Paul. 0-0. Get a good look at their. Get a good look at. Yeah, if I can say that. Get a good look at her on the mound here.
Oh, that's that should be.
I'm sorry, it's not. That's Farrell. I'm sorry, Lauren Farrell.
Yeah, there you
pitcher
go,
of Hampton.
Farrell. And I'll set the lineup. I mean, the defense for you for the Hampton Crabbers. At first base is Tori Thomas. At second base, Jasmine Davis. At third base, Lyric Hoffman. At shortstop, Gabby Thomas. Over in left field, Kiara Corbin. In center field, Eve Jenkins. Excuse me. And in right field, Katie Piedmont. And in that big white circle, in the middle of the field, the pitcher, 00, Lauren Farrow, along with her battery mate behind the plate, the catcher, Tanaya Carroll. For the Phantoms, they'll lead off with Lauren Schofield, followed by Savannah Bannister, and then Taylor Holden with Gabrielle Redmond in the hole. Lauren Farrell with a pretty pitch there. Had a little movement at the end of it. That was a nice pitch.
You can see the movement.
Yes, you could.
On that pitch.
Fouled off by Schofield.
Of course, Farrell's sister played last year for the Crabbers, so she's keeping the Farrell legacy alive here for the Crabbers. Another foul ball. Watch out. Almost.
That one hit the pole. What are the odds of that right there? Man. Again, you can see the movement. Watch the movement on that ball, Wube. That is really... That's not something you can teach. That's just a natural thing by the way you throw the ball.
It's very impressive.
2 strikes on the batter. Just over the outstretched hands of the shortstop, Gabby Thomas, and Schofield will get on with a single. That'll bring up Savannah Bannister, the center fielder.
Thomas tried to get there, just a little too far for her reach. And right in between left and center.
It's one of those things we call a little dying quail, or you hit it where nobody is.
There you go.
That pitch a little bit low and inside for Bannister. Ball 1. Oh, nice catch by the catcher, Tanaya Carroll. Ball was popped up behind her and to the left, and she was able to get out and camp under that one for the first out of the inning.
Great awareness by Carroll. So a lot of times the catcher is not really aware of it at first, and she recognized it and made the catch and got the out.
That was good. Speaking of catchers, the catcher for the Phoebus Phantoms, Taylor Holden, is the batter.
Oh,
that
wild
ball
pitch
gets away, and the runner will go down to second. So Schofield moves up on a wild pitch.
So it's Phoebus has somebody in scoring position for the first time, for the second time actually. Well, actually for the first time in the game.
Ball right there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Holden. Schofield at second, 1 down.
Another low pitch ball.
Low pitch again with a little bit of movement on it, but that time Holden decided to swing at it. Fouled it off for the second strike. I like the way this young pitcher, Farrow, throws the ball. Keeps everything inside as this one is dribbled down to first, where the first baseman, Torrey Thomas will take it for the out. 2 away. Runner advances to third on that play. So 2 away with a runner on third now.
And you're right, the movement, when she hit the ball, you can see the movement spinning to first base.
Yeah. Cleanup hitter for the Phantoms, number 11, Gabrielle Redmond. That one a little bit in the dirt for a ball.
She didn't fall for that one. Low.
That one's popped up, and whoa!
What a play.
What a nice catch by Tanaya Carroll. That one went behind her, Wube, you called it. She just dove backwards and pulled that one down for the 3rd out of the game.
2 great plays that inning, Paul.
Yes,
by
sir.
Carroll.
Man, after 1 full inning of play, no score. We have 1 hit for the Crabbers, and we have 1 hit for the Phantoms. We'll go into the 2nd inning here and see what happens from this point. Wube, any observations so far? It's only 1 inning.
Yeah. I mean, just like I said at the beginning, I think it's going to be an evenly matched game, and you can tell both teams got players in the scoring position, but just they weren't able to get him in. But Thomas with a great double down the third base line. We saw a pop up that was misplaced, and both teams got quality hits, just couldn't get somebody over the plate. So evenly matched game so far.
I'll agree with that wholeheartedly. Been impressed by both pitchers for both teams.
Yeah.
And that catcher for Hampton, boy, I tell you what.
Yeah, Carroll made 2
Talk
great
about
pitches.
those plays.
Yeah, 2 great
nice.
plays. I mean, the awareness of Carroll, that last one, just diving on the ground to make that last out, to close the inning out, was great. And then the one before that, she great awareness again. Saw the pop up and got the out. Easy for us to say. It looks easy, but I'm sure it's not.
Yeah. So. Might be a little easy for you at my age. Just to
I don't think I could do it either.
Katie Piedmont, number 14, the right fielder, will lead off the 2nd inning for the Crabbers. She'll face Brianna Fowler.
Got it right on the outside corner. Great pitch. She likes that corner, the outside part of the plate.
She didn't get that call though. 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Left-handed batter is Katie Piedmont. That ball was outside too. A little bit different look for Fowler, as she's faced all right-handed batters to this point.
Yeah, when you get a left-handed hitter, she switches it up a little bit on the rhythm, I guess. You have to go in the opposite corner. And there she is trying to find that outside corner.
Yeah, once you develop an area that you feel comfortable with, you try and take advantage of it. And right now, she's not real comfortable with going inside to a left-handed batter. She's okay with a right-handed batter.
Staying outside.
Also outside.
Yeah. She got a strike on that one. 2-2.
3-2.
Oh, 3-2. Yeah, you're right.
Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Katie Piedmont at the plate.
Oh, got the outside corner.
Whoa. First out of the inning is a strikeout. Here comes another right-handed batter, Kiera Corbin. Kiera. She swings at the first pitch and fouls it off, and it's almost picked off by Lauren Schofield, the third baseman for Phoebus.
Who's in the Schofield's in the journalism program over at Phoebus.
Oh, really? Wow.
Great program over there at Phoebus. She's part of the program. Might be taking our job soon, Paul.
Inside on that one for a ball. Journalism is something I thought about when I was in college, but didn't pan out.
Well, I think you made the right choice.
Well, I hope so. I sure enjoyed every bit of it.
Just
that
by
was
the
a little bit low for ball 2, 2-1 to count.
Just by the hugs and the compliments you've gotten so far, I say you did the good thing teaching for 24 years in the Hampton City school system.
Yeah, well, I got lucky. I had some good students. Sliced down to third base.
Oh, nice.
Over to first.
Nice play by Schofield.
2 away now for the Crabbers. Kara Corbin got her bat on that one real well.
Yeah.
That one just smashed right down to third base.
And Schofield made it look so easy. Scooping it up and throwing it over to first.
Lyric Hoffman now the batter. Number 6, he's the third baseman for the Hampton Crabbers. 2 away here in the top of the second inning. Inside for ball 2. You can see how the pitcher is working the inside of the plate on right-handers particularly. She likes that.
She likes that.
She likes that. She goes outside and gets a strike on that one. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Outside and a little up, and she swung at that one and just missed it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We call it the ballet count, 2-2. You can laugh at that. It's okay. That one in the dirt, so we've got a full count here, 3-2. Lyric Hoffman.
Another one of the team captains on the Crabbers, senior.
Bounce toward first. First baseman picks it up, tosses to the second baseman covering, and that's the 3rd out of the game. Nice play by the Phoebus Phantoms. Everything worked together there for them on that play. First baseman Leanne Bryant went to get the ball. She had to get off the base, and it was the second baseman's responsibility. Kaylee Guilford knew that. She was over, she covered, and they made the play for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 1.5, the score still 0-0.
Of course, high school baseball and softball play 7 innings versus the 9 in the pros. Not much of a difference besides the inning. But, you know, it's the same game. I watched, the College World Series. I watched the softball. I mean, those girls can pitch. I mean, you were saying earlier about them being athletes, watch some of those fast-pitched softball games, and you see that me and you couldn't get out there and touch this.
It's a different game up there, Wube. Jenny Finch, who's probably one of the best pitchers in girls softball in college ever. She has been known to strike out Major League professional baseball players with an underhand pitch, and the players are just amazed at how fast and how accurate she can throw the ball.
It was good to see them put it in the Olympics. Unfortunately, they took it away.
Yeah.
But for them to get gold medals for softball was great. You know, I think they got 2 gold medals. And then IOC took the sport away. So the sport's still popular, still very much a popular sport. Oh, nice.
Beautiful pitch that time. That ball was right there. Had a little bit of a rise to it at the end. Swing and strike. 1-1 to count. That was a real good pitch. Back inside for ball 2. Lauren Farrow, the young pitcher on the mound for the Hampton Crabbers. That went inside as well, and that'll run the count to 3-1. Brianna Fowler leading off the inning here for the Phantoms, and she swings at that pitch to make it a full count, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. And strike 3. Fowler, the opposing pitcher, struck out by Lauren Farrow. 1 away here in the bottom of the second inning. Kaylee Guilford, the second baseman, at bat, takes strike 1.
Farrow so far living up to the billing, Paul.
One ball, 1 strike. There's that pitch again. Strike 2.
It's hard not to swing.
Yeah, that one comes right across the plate, and it just kind of rises right at the end. It looks so good.
It does.
She really has good command of that pitch. Whoa! That ball is smacked right up the middle. Kaylee Guilford got hold of that one, put it right to the right side of the second baseman and into center field for a solid base hit.
Great play by Guilford. Got a pitch she liked. You know, she's been waiting. You know, Farrow's been doing a lot of the outside corner, and that ball tailed more inside, and that's where Guilford put a nice bat on it.
Yeah, she did. Normally, I would say she got good wood on the ball, but they
it's
use
aluminum
bats. So
it's aluminum.
She did well. Number 3, the shortstop for the Phantoms, Brianna Taylor.
Almost hit your car, Paul.
No, my car's over there. She knows better. I taught her. She wouldn't hit my car.
That's why I said.
Inside pitch popped up to third base shortstop, and there's a collision there, and it looks like the third baseman came up with that, and she did. Great catch.
Lyric Hoffman.
Lyric Hoffman.
Great concentration. If you had Thomas that came over there and they actually made contact with each other, almost jarred the ball loose, but she held on to it.
Yeah, that's why I had to wait there, because I wasn't sure whether that ball was going to stay in her glove or not, but she did a good job of holding on to it. One strike on the batter, Olivia Baggett, the right fielder. She pops it up behind us and into the street for strike 2. Number 7, Olivia Baggett, right fielder, Phoebus Phantoms. She's up there with the runner on first base and 2 away. That ball is up high, and it gets away from the catcher, and the runner will go down to second. Guilford in. Wild pitch by the pitcher, Farrow. So now there's a runner on second with 2 away and 2 strikes on the batter and 1 ball. And Farrow fires that one right down the middle for the third strike and the third out of the inning.
Gets out of a jam.
She does that. Again, it's that command. I'm really impressed by her command. She goes anywhere. So, in that inning, no runs on 1 hit and no errors. 1 man left on base. So after 2 innings of play, the score still remains 0-0. The Hampton Grabbers and the Phoebus Phantoms here at Phoebus High School on a lovely, beautiful, warm, fantastic Let's Play 2 day. And I know you're too young for that, Wu Bei, but the man who said that was Ernie Banks.
Oh, I know about Ernie Banks.
Let's Play 2.
And I remember growing up in Baltimore, going to Memorial Stadium, 33rd Street.
Oh, beautiful stadium.
The doubleheaders there were great.
Don't sit behind the pillars, though.
You can't see anything.
Saw a football game there and saw many baseball
Baltimore
games
Colts,
there. Yeah, they were
now
tough.
it's a parking lot.
Yes.
Of course, they all moved to Camden Yards and M&T Bank Stadium downtown Baltimore. But, you know, like you said, growing up watching baseball, doubleheaders, awesome.
Oh, wow, you were lucky.
Yeah.
Dude. Man. Number 7, Jasmine Davis, the second baseman for the Hampton Grabbers, leads off here in the top of the 3rd inning. She'll face Brianna Fowler, the pitcher, and she swings and misses for strike 1. Wind picks up a little bit every now and then here for Wu Bei and I. I've got him on my right side, so he's blocking a lot of the wind for me. I appreciate that, young man. That ball was a little up and away, but swung at for strike 2. Fowler gets set on the mound. Swung and tipped, but held on by Taylor Holden.
So, I thought it was a strike.
That's an out, yes.
Okay.
Somebody yelled from the dugout, "Stay up there, you fouled it," but it was foul tip. She called, the catcher caught, so that's a strikeout. So Davis down on strikes for the first out. Bringing up Tanea Carroll.
Just shows some great promise behind the plate. Catching.
Yeah, she impressed me a lot with those 2 catches, Wu Bei. She did a great job.
Yes, she did.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Whoa, that one came down the middle, and she nailed that one. Schofield scooped it, and I thought we were going to have a base hit there, but I'll tell you what, Schofield got that and fired it across for the out.
Nice play.
A nicely hit ball by Carroll.
Better play by Schofield as she went to her left, scooped it up. Again, makes it look so easy out there.
Yeah, they do. Man. Back to the top of the order, Lauren Farrow, the pitcher for the Grabbers. She pops it up into fair territory, and it rolls foul. Pitcher and the catcher for the Phantoms converged on that, and they made a wise decision as they looked at each other and said, "Nah, let's let it roll foul."
Play, yeah.
So they did. So Farrow will come back to the dish, where she'll have 1 strike on her. She looks at ball 1, so it's 1-1 now. Fowler, the pitcher for Phoebus, facing Farrow, the pitcher batter for Hampton. Again, she kind of pops it fair, and it rolls foul for strike 2.
Tried to get on with the bunt.
You know, back in the day, I don't know whether they do it as much anymore, but it used to be, Wu Bei, that the third baseman played about halfway down the line here.
Just in case they tried to bunt, yeah.
I always thought it was a sure sign that somebody was going to get hurt.
Thank God for a backstop, man.
Yes.
I don't think we would have last two innings after if it wasn't the case. But you see the competitive nature in between these 2 pitchers. I mean, Farrow and
Fowler.
And Fowler. You know, both of them showing their stuff here.
Ooh, nice pitch.
Like a curveball.
Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that'll be the 3rd out of the 3rd inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. After 2.5, score remains tied at 0-0.
If this was football, they would say it was a defensive battle. So, 0-0. As you get a chance to look at the crowd, Paul. Nice crowd out here at Phoebus today.
I didn't hear you.
Big crowd.
But anyway,
Nice
I'll be the
crowd,
bigger
nice
one.
crowd,
Hey.
nice crowd. And it's good to see a lot of people come out to games like
Yeah,
this.
absolutely.
Yeah, I don't like it when nobody comes out to watch these kids and put in so much work.
Support. Definitely. Not only that, support your school, support your friends. Families come out. Of course, LSC is here too.
Who?
So,
LSC. You got it.
Don't
Local
forget-
sports channel. LSC, channel 48 Cox and channel 23 Verizon. Please make sure you watch us. All sports, all the time. First pitch to Isabel Mouton is outside for ball 1. Isabel is the designated player. She's batting for Leanne Bryant, the first baseman for Phoebus. She takes it low for ball 2. Woo-Bay, the local sports channel.
I love it.
Anytime you want to see high school sports on the peninsula, where do you go?
LSC. All sports all the
LSC.
time.
And we've got sports going all the way back to 1985. Swing and a miss. First strike, 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, up there a little bit, ball 3.
A little high that time by Farrow. She's just mixing up her pitches here.
Right there. And that ball is ripped foul down first base. It goes out into the street. Full count now, 3-2. Mouton looking to try and get something started for the Phantoms. And she'll get a base on ball. So the leadoff batter for the Phantoms gets on base. And that's what they were looking for.
Good patience.
That'll take it to the top of the lineup for the Lady Phantoms. Number 23, Lauren Schofield, third baseman.
Made some great defensive plays so far today, Paul.
She did that, and she singled in the first inning to lead off the game. She smacks that one into right field. That one drops in front of the right fielder. The runner, Mouton, goes all the way to third, and Schofield will hold up with a single. So the Phantoms have something started here.
Their journalism student is having a great game so far, Schofield.
She is that. I'll tell you. Nobody out here. Chance for the Phantoms to push a run across. It'll be Savannah Bannister, the center fielder. She swings at the first pitch, hits it to first base. First baseman tags the base quickly and keeps the runner at third. Schofield will go to second. Bannister will get credited with a ground out to first. Good job by Tori Thomas over at first there to get that ball, look the runner back at third, and make the out. Phoebus catcher Taylor Holden with one away now steps to the plate. Runners at second and third. Ball up, ball 1.
Good opportunity, like you said, Paul, for Phoebus to get a couple runs in. Only one out.
Ooh, good pitch
But
right down the
But
middle.
with Farrell on the mound, it's going to be tough.
It is.
She's,
Both these girls have been
Yeah,
pitching well.
absolutely.
And this young lady has great command and knows what she's doing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside, fouled off by Holden for strike 2, 1 and 2. Holden grounded out to first in the first inning. If she hits something to the right side again this time, I dare say that the runner may try to score.
yeah.
Oh, right back at Wube.
Oh, man, like I said, thank God for the backstop.
I thought you were going to be in my lap.
I almost did.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Farrell on the mound.
Way to keep that at bat alive there.
Yeah. Ball was a little low, but it was close. Could have gone either way. Holden got a piece of it to foul it off to keep the bat alive, like Wube said. Inside, the ball gets away from the catcher, but nobody's going anywhere.
Uh-oh, now we have a run.
No.
Almost a run down, but great play by Farrell to keep it alive, just in case you did try to score on that one.
Ooh, inside pitch. And Holden fights it off and fouls it off toward first base. Getting Farrell to throw a lot of pitches there until she can find something she might handle. And there, it is, right up the middle and into center field. That's going to score 2 runs. But he gets by the center fielder, and Taylor Holden will pull into second base with 2 RBIs.
Great at bat.
Fantastic at bat. She fouled off till she could find something to handle. She got one where she wanted it. She laced that one right up the middle into center field and skipped by the center fielder. And Holden plates 2 runs for the Phantoms, giving him the first runs of the game. She'll come out for a courtesy runner. See if we can get you the number.
Cheyenne
of the
Todd,
runner.
number 10, is the courtesy runner.
Diana Todd.
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne Todd.
She's a sophomore. Obviously fast. That's why they brought her in as a runner. But as we saw a wild pitch there, Todd stayed at second. That time, Farrell was high on that pitch.
2 balls, no strikes. Still just 1 out after the 2-run single by Holden. Ooh,
Nice pitch.
nice swing and a good pitch. Gabrielle Redmond, the left fielder, a cleanup hitter for the Phantoms. 2 balls and 1 strike with a runner at second for her. Ooh, she smacked that one, but it's foul off third base side. Third inning here at Phoebus High School. 2-2. Smack.
Oh, great
Wow. Double play. What a great play by the Hampton shortstop, Lyric Hoffman. That ball was smoked toward the middle, line drive, and she went over and just almost laid out and grabbed that ball in the air. And, of course, her momentum was taking her to second base. She just simply stepped on second for the double play.
Gabby Thomas, actually, on that one. Great play.
Gabby Thomas, I'm sorry. It was a
Again, the
fantastic play.
instincts on that.
So 2 runs in that inning on 2 hits and 1 error. So the score after 3, Hampton 0 and Phoebus 2. Man, I thought that ball was going to go through.
Great play by Thomas. Like I said, we've seen some great defensive plays so far.
We have.
And timely hitting for Phoebus as they got the 2 runs at last inning.
Yeah, that was a really, really good at-bat by Taylor Holden, I'll tell you that. She kept fouling it off and fouling it off and fouling it off and finally got one and put it right up the middle.
Hampton's turn to try to get on the board.
Yep. Batters 2, 3, and 4 coming to the plate for the Crabbers. It'll be Jenkins, Thomas, and Thomas, Eve Jenkins, Tori Thomas, and Gabby Thomas.
Sounds like a law firm.
It may be one day. You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody out, please. That one up gets you 2 hit trick high.
Eve Jenkins steps into the batter's box to face Brianna Fowler. She tries to lay down a front.
Oh.
Comes right up here and lands on top of the booth. You'll get that if it comes through, right?
Yeah, I'll get it. Just give me a glove and a helmet.
Give me a suit of armor. Swinging bunt, Schofield with the ball. Oh! Safe at first is Eve Jenkins.
That's why you hustle down the line, Paul. I mean, when you think it's a routine out, you just never know. That's why you have to hustle just to get there, and that's what she did.
Ball was bounced to the third baseman, Schofield. Her throw over to first got away from the first baseman, Leanne Bryant. So Eve Jenkins was safe, giving Hampton a runner now in the top of the 4th inning. Tori Thomas, first baseman, the batter. She smacks the first one right at Schofield. 2-hopper over to second for 1. The throw to first is late.
Tell you what.
So they get the force at second.
Tori Thomas can definitely put some power on that ball when she hits it. Just hit it right to Schofield that time. But she still stays on first. Now that was close.
Gabby Thomas, the cleanup hitter, fouls that one over our heads.
She might have saved a run that last inning with that great play.
Yeah, Schofield made a great stab at that. You hardly ever get too many double plays in softball, though. The lanes are so short. That was popped up to second base, and the shortstop, Brianna Holden, glides over and takes that one in for the second out. So a pop up to short there. 2 away now with Tori Thomas on first base, bringing up Katie Piedmont, the right fielder, number 14. Whoops. Looks like it's Hayden Sanford pinch hitting. I'm sorry, I was looking at the sheet, not looking up.
She's a freshman, Paul.
Yeah.
The coaching staff really excited about what she can do.
Hayden Sanford. Ball outside. She's got a 1-ball, 1-strike count.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. She smacks that one out to center field.
Oh, great catch.
Whoa.
Bannister with a great catch.
She got the bat on that, but unfortunately, like Wu Bei is saying, that one went right out to center field where it was caught by Savannah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, by Savannah Bannister.
Almost dropped it, but she hung on to it.
In the top of the fourth for the Crabbers. No runs on no hits. That was one error and one man left on base. After 3.5, the score, Hampton 0 and Phoebus 2.
Let's see if Phoebus can add on to their lead, Paul.
2-0 us. So we're up 2.
This is where it starts to get interesting here in the middle innings now.
Start doing a little rotation, a few substitutions.
Yeah. And all the batters have seen the pitchers from both sides. They're a little more familiar with them. They've got their swings down. They know what they're looking for. I'm just saying, things can happen. Doesn't always necessarily happen, but it can happen.
But it does help to get familiar with the pitcher in game situations, and you know, the managers can make adjustments along the way on the fly.
And they do. For the Phantoms, the pitcher, Brianna Fowler, is the batter to lead off the fourth. She takes strike one.
It's just amazing that Farrell still has the command after, 3.5 innings. She's thrown a lot of pitches, and she still looks good out there.
She does. And it's that command that's popped up behind. Whoa, popped up too far. And that one falls in for a base hit.
That's Sanford, the freshman we were just talking about. She's in that shortstop, in for Thomas, and Gabby Thomas moved over to first. And Todd Paul's back at, she's pinch running now. She's at first base.
Kaylee Guilford, the batter for the Phantoms. Fouled off out of play.
That might drop too. It does.
Dropped in, a base hit for Kaylee Guilford, putting runners at first and second. That was just behind first base, out of everybody's reach. Little dying quail. So Phoebus mounting a threat again as their first two runners here in the fourth inning have gotten on, bringing up Brianna Holden, the shortstop for the Phantoms, who popped out to third.
A little low on that pitch. Wild pitch.
Wild pitch,
As
and
Todd
both
goes
runners,
over to third, yeah.
both runners advance on that, so now we've got runners at second and third.
No outs. Phoebus in the same situation as they were in the inning a couple innings ago, Paul, second and third.
And the amazing thing is, this is the sister of the girl who drove in the 2 runs.
Absolutely. So they'll have something to talk about at the dinner table if she can get a nice hit on this one.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Brianna Holden. She fouls that one off. She hits it to the pitcher. They throw home. That one was tapped right back to the pitcher. She threw home, but it was a high throw, and the runner scores, giving the Phantoms another one. And Brianna Holden, using her head, goes all the way to second base. So now we've still got runners at second and third, although they're different runners. Brianna Fowler will score the third run for the Phantoms.
3-0 Phoebus.
Olivia Baggett, right fielder number 7. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Still nobody out in this inning. Phantoms putting another run on the board. Runners now at second and third in scoring position. That ball is popped up behind us. It'll land in the street for the second strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Olivia Baggett. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another one of those nice pitches from Farrow where she's got the little rise inside and gets her to swing on that one for the first out of the inning.
Leanne Bryant, the lefty, Paul. Wild pitch again, Paul. Another run for Phoebus.
Another run. Is this number 15 batting up there? We'll bet you're on that side.
Leanne Bryant, the first baseman.
That ball was up a little bit. Here comes another runner.
There's another one there.
Brianna Holden and Kaylee Guilford coming in on wild pitches to score the 4th and 5th runs for the Phantoms. Got a little timeout here as Leanne goes down to talk to the coach. Look at Farrow on the mound. She's ready to go.
Yeah, she's ready.
She is ready to go.
A little disappointed, I'm sure, from the last couple of wild pitches, but
she's doing a good job. Looks like the catcher for the Crabbers had to go to the dugout for something there. Looks like an equipment change. Yeah, I don't know whether one of her shin guards or something popped out or what. Looks like she was changing that. She'll get back behind the plate and we'll have a 2-ball, no strike. Well,
got the corner.
Strike. Down and away outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Leanne Bryant, the batter for the Phantoms, and takes that
corner.
One for
She loves that
strike.
corner.
She does that. She's good at it.
Yes.
She's good at it. She knows where it needs to go, and she can put it there. She has that ability. Whoa!
That time you jumped.
That was right at me.
I was going to catch it. It's just an instinct thing. We see that ball flying at us. It's
well, it was my left hand where my glove used to be. So
yeah.
Oh.
A little low on that one.
Just a little low. Bryant will get the walk.
And in my opinion, the player of the game up to bat now is Schofield.
Schofield.
He's had a great game.
She singled in both at bats, scored a run, made some good plays.
Oh.
Whoa! She had to dodge that one as she ducked down to get out of the way. Takes ball 1. Bryant, the runner at first, 1 away. We're still in the 4th inning. Schofield with a swing and a miss on that pitch. Good pitch, little riser. You know, I never figured out whether they try to throw those risers or whether it's just the way they pitch that makes it look like it goes up.
I think they try to do it.
Schofield rips that one foul. 2 strikes on her now.
Good eye by Schofield. It was a high pitch. Farrell was trying to throw the bait out there, but Schofield wasn't taking it.
2-2 count.
Another low pitch.
Low
This time it's too
inside.
low.
That'll take the count full. Three balls, 2 strikes on Schofield. Runner on first, 1 away. And that one was a little up for ball 4. So Schofield's still perfect at the plate today. She draws a walk. She's 2 for 2 with the base on balls. Bryant will go down to second. And it'll bring up Savannah Bannister, number 8, the center fielder. She's popped up and grounded out to first. We'll see what she does this time. And she smacks it right over the shortstop's head into left center field. Bryant turning third and heading home. She'll make it. Schofield goes to third on the throw. And Bannister goes to second on the throw. So an RBI single by Bannister.
Second and third again.
Taylor Holden, now the batter. She's the one that started everything for the Phantoms. She rips it toward the shortstop and right under the wicket. 2 runs will score. As Taylor Holden rips it right through the shortstop and into left field.
So it's 8-0, Paul, as 6 runs by the Phantoms in this inning in the bottom of the 4th.
Gabrielle Redmond, left fielder, will now come to the plate.
Nice pitch. Farrell still bringing the heat there with the pitches.
Farrell still, for all the runs that have scored, she's still pitching real well.
Just a couple bad defensive choices that have caused a few of the runs.
1-1 to count. Two one. Yeah, you take a couple of those plays, Lube, and turn them into outs, and
it's not.
This would have ended a while ago.
Yeah.
Just inside, it gets away from the catcher. Here comes the runner, and she scores. So Taylor Holden coming in on the wild pitch pass ball.
That makes it 9-0.
Phoebus having what they call a rally inning right here.
Absolutely.
They've scored seven runs. 3-1 to count.
Oh, watch out. That might hit something.
Oh, don't hit my car.
Oh, it was close.
Don't hit my car. Gabrielle Redmond fouls that
It
one
just
off.
hit a
in the
blue
parking lot.
Lexus.
Well, if it's a Lexus, it's not mine. I can't.
I think
afford
it's
that.
Andy Foley's.
That pitch right back to the pitcher. She throws it over to first for the out. Second out of the inning.
That was a big out to stop the pain a little bit.
And we go to Brianna Fowler, who started this all off
Yeah.
with a single.
And of course, she's the pitcher for Phoebus, and she's done a great job on the mound. Hasn't given up any runs.
She's probably feeling good right now, having all these runs behind her. That pitch right in there again. Again, I know I've said it too many times, Rube, but great control by
Oh,
the
sure,
pitcher
absolutely.
Farrell. Great control.
And again, only a few hits have really been solid hits. The rest, a couple pop-ups that were misjudged, and a couple errors. So she shouldn't be ashamed of her performance. Just unfortunate that Phoebus has put 7 runs in this 4th inning.
Yep, you're exactly right on that. Up a little bit, ball 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 away here in the 4th inning, a big inning for the Phoebus Phantoms. Up again, 2-2.
Good eye by Fowler.
It is a good eye because they always say if you can see the ball, swing.
Yeah.
Well, if you can see the ball, it's got to be at eye level, and that's
Right.
too high. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Brianna Fowler starts it off and ends it with the 3rd out here, a strikeout. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs. And there was 1, 2, 3, 3 hits. And 1, 2, 2 errors.
And I think those 2 errors caused at least 3 runs.
In the bottom of the 4th, the Phantoms score 7 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors. And they take a lead of 9-0 going into the 5th inning, with the Crabbers sending up Kiara Corbin, Lyric Hoffman, and Jasmine Davis, their first 3 batters here in the 5th. And they'll face the pitcher, the young pitcher for the Phoebus Phantoms, Brianna Fowler, who now has a big 9-0 lead that she can
That
try
doesn't
to
hurt.
protect.
That doesn't hurt at all to have a nice lead.
No, pitchers feel really comfortable
Yes.
when they've got a big lead like that. The pitchers feel good when they've got a 5-run lead. That's
And some pitchers, the best pitchers, only need a couple runs. So
exactly. Yeah, like if you get a Verlander and a Kershaw pitching, both of them know that if they get a couple of runs, they're in good shape.
that's all they need.
Leading off, Kiara Corbin. Grounded out on her first at bat today. She takes the ball outside. One ball, 1 strike now.
See if Hampton can put something together in this top of the 5th.
And that's exactly what Corbin is trying to do, get on base.
There we go.
And she rips that one into left field past the outstretched gloves of the shortstop and the third baseman. Good, solid hit right there, Wube.
Great hit. Stayed in the count.
Got the bat extended. Got the barrel right on the ball.
Solid hit into left field.
Lyric Hoffman now steps up to the plate with a runner on first base, nobody out. She takes it outside.
Senior and Hoffman. Team captain.
Ooh, right down the middle. One ball, one strike.
Oh, good pitch.
She got a piece of it, but fouled it off right behind
Keeps
the
it
catcher.
alive.
Oh. I think the catcher didn't realize the pitcher had walked up here and she threw it right past her. Inside evens it up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outside, and there goes the runner towards second, and she will slide in safely with a stolen base.
Great play.
Hoffman took the pitch, and that'll take it to a full count. And that was high. Ball 4. So she'll trot down to first. Yeah, something you don't see too often is a straight steal like we just saw.
Yeah.
Normally, because they have to stay on the bag until the catcher gets the ball, normally you'll see a delayed steal
Right.
where they try and get a run down. But
Straight
as soon as the
steal like
ball
that,
got
yeah,
to the
you don't
catcher,
see
she
that.
took right off. That was amazing.
And like you said, in softball, you have to stay on the bag until the ball's pitched. Oh, great play by Schofield.
Sanford grounds it to third base, who tags a runner coming for an out.
That's Schofield. Great. Another great defensive play by her.
Smart heads-up play. And you said that was Sanford?
Oh, Schofield on third at the
Oh,
play.
okay.
Who's tag out?
That
Oh,
was-
Sanford got tagged out, yeah.
Tania Carroll, the batter.
Ah, nice.
No balls, 2 strikes to Carroll. And caught looking, strike 3, 2 away. Lauren Farrow, the pitcher for the Crabbers and the leadoff hitter. Steps in with 2 away, runners at first and second. Gets it back to the pitcher, throws over to first, and she's safe.
Again, hustle down the first base line and got a great result out of it. As Farrow is safe at first. Bases loaded.
Sacks are full for Eve Jenkins. Ooh. Looks like she
I would have put a couple runs in if it would stay fair.
shocked her hand on that one. She got it a little bit lower on the barrel than she thought. Two away, 0-1. Base is full. Just caught that inside corner, I think, there. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
As they say in baseball, painting the corner.
Yeah. Pops
pop
that
up.
one up to the pitcher. 3 away. No runs on 1 hit. And there was 1 error. 3 men left on base. After 4.5 innings, Hampton 0 and Phoebus 9. 9. Ruben, I got to tell you a couple of things here. I was talking to the coach for the Phoebus Phantoms. Oops, I'm sorry. I just dropped something here.
Coach Moreland?
Yes, I'm sorry. Coach Moreland, and she was telling me several things. One, they got together, the four coaches, John Marr, Brandy Bateman, Zach Frederick, and Moreland, all got together and got a new scoreboard that you can see out here. It's brand new. And they went and picked it up in Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
They came back and they put it up.
Yeah, I heard about that. They talked about it and how they went to D.C. and they've done a lot of other things to help out the program.
Oh, they have. This booth we're sitting in, they built this 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It was built by the Boy Scouts, actually Eagle Scouts.
Wow.
It was a project for the Scouts, and they built it. And then this year they built the new benches in the dugout.
Great, that's awesome.
And they also have a batting cage over here to our left that they built for the kids, for the team.
Nice.
These new coaches have done a tremendous amount of good work to give this program the advantages that maybe some other schools, such as the ones in Norfolk, might have by having all this good stuff. And they've worked hard to do that. And I just want people to know, what these coaches do. Sometimes we think that they just come out and say, hey, play ball, and
they
go
do
from there.
And we saw them, painting the lines earlier.
Yep.
Watering the field. They do a lot.
It's just amazing.
They don't wait around for some rich alumni to come by and write them a check. They do it themselves. They raise the money themselves. They get volunteers, and that's what it's all about, giving back to the community.
It is that. And they do a great job at it. Speaking of great job, 3 balls and no strikes on the Phoebus batter, Kaylee Guilford, leading off the 5th inning. She gets the 4th ball and will trot down to first base.
It seems like every time she leads off, something good happens for Phoebus.
Well, she's singled both times she's been up today and walked this pat. So now we've got Brianna Holden. She popped out to third and reached on an error in the 4th. Swings at a pitch, and there goes the runner down to second, and she'll get in safely with a stolen base. So Kaylee Guilford with a stolen base, another one of those straight steals there.
Second one we've seen. Another scoring position with no outs.
Ball up for ball 1. Ooh, and they throw down the second, and the runner's safe. Little cat and mouse game going on there between the runner and the catcher.
Guess the mouse won on that one.
Up again.
They're going to try it again. This time she goes to third, and it's going to be.
They got her out.
They got her. Nice play. That time it was Tori Thomas who got the tag.
Yeah.
And she's moved over to third. She played first base to start the game.
So if you're scoring, that's a 2-1-5. Catcher to pitcher to third base.
Blue, what's the count? Blue, what's the count?
2 balls, 2 strikes on the batter, Brianna Holden. Way up there, it'll go to full count. Nobody on base now as Guilford was caught trying to get third. So the Phantoms looking for another runner. This ball popped up in the air over second, and it'll fall in for a single. Brianna Holden with the first hit of the game.
That's how it's been for most of the day. There's been a lot of pop-ups. It's been misjudged.
Well, I'm wondering if this wind
maybe the wind,
anything
the
to do
sun
with it.
too. I mean, a lot of times, the balls get caught up in the sun. You can't get a good read on it. But either way you look at it, it's dropped and it's a single.
That brings up Olivia Baggett, number 7, the right fielder. She's batting with 1 out and a runner on first. Just a little bit up on that one. 2 balls. Oh. 2 strikes. 2 balls. 2 balls, no strikes.
Ah, nice pitch.
Now it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Baggett, lines it right back to the pitcher, and she fires to first for the double play. Great play by Lauren Farrow.
Got the double play. Great play by Farrell, like you said.
Yeah, that was a great play.
Farrell gets the fly out and throws the first. Runner wasn't on time to get back to the bag, and they got the double play.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Nobody left on base. So after 5 innings, it is Hampton 0 and Phoebus 9.
Surprised by the score, Paul. I thought it would be a little closer, with the teams being, somewhat evenly matched. As you see, our intern, Paul Rowe.
I like his shirt. Alan, I like that shirt. Great shirt, buddy. Alan, we haven't met, but you will eventually.
Great guy.
He goes to what school?
Kickintan. Yep. He's helped us out a lot this year. Football, basketball, and now softball and baseball.
Good deal.
The only problem is he's a senior, so we're going to lose him. I wish he could come back next year. He's been so great for us, but I'm sure he's looking forward. He's looking forward to moving on. As you see, Steve Fryer out in center field.
Steve who?
Fryer.
He still works for us?
Yeah, he still works for us. Yeah.
My gosh. Look how old he is.
Another Kickintan graduate.
Steve is on the field.
Who is this?
Who is this? I don't know. I can't see there.
It's like he's getting ready to.
Who is it?
It's our engineer, Randy Bagoli.
Oh, there's Randy.
In a little disguise.
Randy B. You don't normally see him behind the camera.
You don't.
It's
he's usually in the truck.
good to see. Come out from his cave.
And of course, Krista Campbell
Isn't she wonderful?
is in the truck along with Renee Camden, and Matt Buckwalter is back after, I'll say, a mishap. He's back on the team for us
A mishap.
in the graphics department, doing a great job. Welcome back, Matt.
And he does fantastic graphics.
Oh, absolutely.
I know if you're watching us now, you're watching on either channel 48 Cox 23 Verizon. And all of the little things that you see up there, Hampton Crabbers, Phoebus Crabbers, the score and outs and so forth, and all the other little graphics you see, they're all provided by Matt. And he does a fantastic job. And he never complains. He just does it. And he comes up with, that was yours.
Yeah, I should have caught it.
And he comes up with great graphic ideas that he goes over with Andy. And they just look super when they come out on
They look great
on the screen. I really love it. Andy, I'm sorry, I didn't say his full name, did I?
Andy Foley.
Andy Foley.
Andy Foley.
His grandmother wants us to say it 3 times every time. Fouled off to third base side. Andy Foley, the big director of the station, WHCS LSC. Did she? I'm sorry to hear that.
There's a pop-up by, it's misjudged. That's going to be a foul ball. Is
Tori
Thomas. She's been real aggressive at the plate.
Tori is one that cracked that double in the first inning. Another foul ball. She's fighting it off up there, Wube.
Yes, she is.
She's fighting it off. Nobody out as Tori leads off this inning. She smacks this one just foul down third base.
And you remember early on, she had a nice double down that line.
Yes, she did.
She loves that third base line.
She can get that barrel hit around quickly when she does. She's got power down that line.
Yes, she does. Oh.
That one gets away a little bit from Fowler as it goes down in the dirt. Ball 2. 2-2. Beautiful warm day at Phoebus High School. Whoa, that ball is really hit back.
That's
It
gone.
is
Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was a
up
home run.
against the fence, and another double for Tori Thomas. That ball was really smacked.
Yes. For a minute, I thought it was going to be a home run over the fence. Maybe one bounce.
One bounce hit the fence, died right there. She just walked into second base. That young lady can hit.
Yes, she can.
Gabby Thomas now steps in. She's popped out to short. She's got a runner out there in scoring position. Gonna try and move her over to third. Pops that one up into her right and into the parking lot. Hopefully Andy's Lexus will be okay. Taylor Holden with a little bit of an equipment problem goes over to her coach to get her helmet adjusted, it looks like. A little break here in the action. I'll remind you that we are Cox 48 and Verizon 23. We are LSC, local sports channel, bringing you sports all the time. If you want high school sports, tune in to LSC.
And like you said, Paul, we go back to 1985. So we have a great collection of
Yes, we do.
sports all over the city.
We've got them archived, and
Yeah.
we've got them on CDs, and we show them all day long. Whoa,
that's
another
nice.
smack. That's in the gap in left center, and that'll roll to the fence. That'll easily score Thomas, and Gabby Thomas will go into second, standing up with an RBI double. Two strong hits.
Two great hits. One bounce from home runs.
They were that. My gosh. So Terry Thomas and Gabby Thomas, again, no relation, ladies and gentlemen, back-to-back doubles, and Hampton scoring their first run of the game. Hayden Sanford swings at the pitch as she gets into the batter's box for strike one.
Again, Paul, no outs. Let's see if Hampton can get a little run here.
That ball
Watch out, Allen.
popped up on the third base side into the stands.
Give that fan a contract.
Did they catch it?
Yeah, he did. So a little momentum here for Hampton. If they can get a couple more runs. Again, no outs.
No outs. First two batters getting on. One of them scoring.
Now the freshman Sanford's up.
Freshman. I taught her in 8th grade. Which would have been what, last year?
Did you retire last year?
Retired last year, sure did. After last year. Pitch gets away. And Gabby Thomas will go down to third base on the wild pitch.
So no outs, a runner at third.
And
One
one
and
stop away from scoring another run. Fouled off, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sanford. Runner on third base. We are in the 6th inning, the top of the 6th inning. Brianna Fowler still the pitcher for the Phantoms. Sanford fouls that one up right above our heads and just behind us.
At the corner.
Ooh, just cut the corner, and Sanford goes down on strikes. And that's going to be the first out in this inning. And bring up Kiara Corbin, number 12. Whoops. Excuse me, we had a new player here, number 12. Who is that? Let me get the...
Number 12 is Lacey Casper.
Lacey Casper.
Who Coach Wilson said was a pure athlete, former basketball player. Decided to stick
Lacey
with softball.
Casper. Two strikes on Casper. She squared around on that one. Fouled into the dirt.
Way to stay alive by Casper here.
I've been impressed throughout the game on how all these girls, both sides, have been able to extend the at-bat by fouling it off, at least getting a piece of the pitch. One ball, 2 strikes. One away, Gabby Thomas on third base. The only runner for the Crabbers at the moment. There's strike 3.
Yep.
2 away, as Fowler has struck out the last 2 batters. And that brings up Lyric Hoffman, third baseman. 2 away now with a runner on third. Fouls that one up and away for strike 1. One and one.
A little high on that one.
What, Bryce? What'd you say? What? Yeah, Bryce. Yeah, what?
Strike and a throw down to third. Just missed.
Gabby Thomas got back.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Nice quick throw by the catcher for Phoebus. Taylor Holden almost caught the young lady at third. A good dive, got her back in safely. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 away. But the Crabbers do pick up 1 run on 2 hits, 2 crushing doubles out to left center. But then Fowler comes right back on the mound and strikes out the last 3 batters of the inning to get out of the inning. So we'll go into the bottom of the 6th inning with the score Hampton 1 and Phoebus 9.
Yeah. It was a good inning for Hampton. They got a run, and could have been more. if a few things would have went their way, but you know, you got to give credit to Phoebus and their pitching staff and their defense.
You give credit to those Hampton kids too. I mean, they're not giving up.
Oh, absolutely not.
They're going right after it.
And that's what attribute those two doubles to. They not giving up, playing hard. You know, not over till it's over motto there.
Well, as the coach for Hampton said, they are not as experienced as other teams, so they're looking to get that experience, and it's games like this is going to build you some experience as long as you stay with it and continue to fight. They're not giving up at all, not a single one.
Absolutely not.
And I like that. You can see the determination in their eyes and their face. They're a young team. Once they learn how to play this game, they're going to be in good shape.
Oh yeah,
Tell you
good
that.
talent, for sure.
Isabel Mouton. Mouton leads it off for Phoebus here in the bottom of the sixth. 1 ball and 1 strike on her. Oh, way up there. 2 balls and a strike. What class is Farrow?
Oh, Farrow's a junior.
She's a junior.
Yeah, she'll be back next year.
Yeah. Whoa! Oh, nice play
Great
by
play.
Farrow. Just took a base hit away from Mouton. I tell you that. She lined that ball right back up the middle. Farrow put her glove up and deflected it right to second base. Who threw it over to first for the out. That was amazing. That was amazing. So 1, 4, 3. Some odd scorings here today.
Yeah. And here's our girl Schofield.
Lauren Schofield. Like you said, boy, she's really had a game today, hasn't she? She singled in the first, singled and scored a run in the third, and walked and scored a run in the fourth. And made some great plays, as Wu Bei said. This time she'll ground it towards second base, and they'll finally find a way to keep her off the base.
Great play by Davis over at second.
2 away now on the Phantoms, bringing up Savannah Bannister. Savannah singled and had an RBI in that big 4th inning for the Phantoms. She slices one down first, but it just does go foul.
Oh, another high throw.
1-1. Nice pitch, fouled off. 1-2. A lot of foul balls go back to the parking lot, don't they?
You
I
see
wonder how many cars get hit.
Yeah, I haven't seen many get hit yet, but pretty close. Oh.
2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Inside pitch popped up and right back to the pitcher, Farrow. She didn't even have to move, just made the out. 3 down for the Phantoms. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 6 full innings of play, the score, Hampton 1 and Phoebus 9.
So this is Hampton's last chance. They want to win this game.
Last one. Well, I know, again, they picked a good day to play the game. As far as the weather is
beautiful
concerned,
day.
this has been a really nice day. It's good getting back to the bench, to the booth.
Yeah.
Good
to
calling the
good
game
to,
with
good
you.
to see you back. And you had a nice vacation. And
Oh, I got a nice retirement since I've retired. I feel like I'm on vacation every day now.
yeah, absolutely.
It's been wonderful. Everybody said, you're going to ask yourself where you ever found time to work. And I said, no, that's never going to happen. Well, guess what, Ube? I don't know where I ever found time to work. I've got so much to do now. It's unreal.
Now you have more time to do it.
Yes, yes, I do. All right, there you see that brand new scoreboard that we talked about there. That was picked up by the coaches in Washington, D.C. They decided that, hey, they had a scoreboard there for years.
Yeah.
It didn't work, and they finally decided they wanted to. And Coach Moreland and John Marr and Randy Bateman and Zach Frederick all got together and raised the money and got the money together themselves and drove up to D.C., got the sign or the scoreboard, brought it down here and put it up. And as you can see, that's a real nice one. Even I, with my poor vision, can read the score up there real easily without a problem. Solid shot to second base, knocked down and thrown to first. And that was Jasmine Davis, number 7, grounded out to second.
And before I forget, speaking of signs and scoreboards, if you look over at the practice field, they dedicated the practice field to the late Bill D, who passed away a few weeks ago.
Did they?
And he was a great asset to this program when he was here and even after he left.
Yes, he was.
You know, what he did for these kids at Phoebus should not go unnoticed. And it's the first time we've been on the air since he's passed away, so we want to send our condolences to his family and friends.
Yeah, we really enjoyed doing the football games with Phoebus. He was always very nice and accommodating for us, giving us all the information that we needed and talking to us before and after the game.
Yeah.
And I don't have to tell you how good a coach he was.
Oh,
You know more about that than I do.
He was a great coach. Went over to Christopher Newport and ODU after this, and actually coached 1 year at Oster Smith, taking him to the state championship game and passing away early this year.
1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter, Tanaya Carroll. Or Tanea. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name.
She's done a great job catching today, though, Paul, in the first couple innings with those diving catches behind the plate off of the foul tips, showing her athleticism as the coach talked about how athletic this team was this year.
Oh, yeah. And that's actually an understatement when you say how good she's played defensively behind the plate there. She's done stupendously well.
There's back to your teaching, using those big $5 words, as we say.
That was only a $1 word.
2-2.
Andy kept telling me that I popped out right back to the pitcher for the second out of the game. Andy said I couldn't use $5 words. He couldn't understand $3 above, so I had somebody's backing up.
I guess is that what they warm up the bus, I guess. This is the last out of the game if they don't put anything together here, Paul.
And this should be the pitcher for the Crabbers, Lauren Farrow, who has pitched, in my humble opinion, regardless of the score, a great game. I really like the way she pitches. She has good command. She puts it where she wants to put it. She knows what she wants to throw. She lays down a bunt, and she is going to beat out that for a base hit.
I agree with you, Paul. I mean, like we said earlier, a couple plays here and there on the defensive end, pop-ups and a couple errors, and this might be a closer game than what it is now.
I think so. I think she's pitched that well.
But she gets on base, so keeps hope alive for the Crabbers.
And that brings up Eve Jenkins, and there goes Farrow to second. She steals that one. So Farrow goes into second, and Eve Jenkins, the center fielder, smacks one to third. Great catch by Schofield,
what a
but she's
play.
not going to be able to throw the runner out. Schofield had to get down on the ground and lay out to get that one, keep it from going into left, and there's just no way she's going to get the runner. So now we got runners at first and third.
Hampton hanging in there, and this is Tori Thomas, so she hit a shot to left field.
Oh gosh, she's hit a couple of shots today. I'll tell you
Her
what.
last time at bat, a one bounce from the fence.
This girl can.
Oh, that was off the fifth too that time.
Yeah, I thought that was going to go right over third for another base hit. This girl's a hitting machine.
Yeah,
That's
she
all I
is.
got to say.
Yes,
She's a
she
hitting
is.
machine. If I'm in a situation where I need a run, I want her up. Definitely want her up
Absolutely.
there. Good eye. And Jenkins on first, steals second.
So we have the Tori Thomas and Gabby. Gabby Thomas is on deck, hoping to get another shot.
That's the meat of their lineup. Tori Thomas, the number 3 batter. Gabby, the number 4 batter. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count on Tori. Runner at second and third. 2 down here in the top of the 7th inning. That ball, that one, a 1 bouncer right back to the pitcher. She throws it to first for the out. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the ball game.
Yep.
Let's do this 1-3 for the third out. No runs on 2 hits
Good game, Hampton. Good game.
and no errors. We got 1.
As you see them give high fives to each other, great sportsmanship.
This is something that you see all the time in high school sports. I don't care what it is, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, tennis. They always congratulate each other after the game. Sportsmanship is not dead when it comes to this, and I'm glad it's not. Let's see here.
How are you?
7, 8, 9. Let me give you the totals here. For the Hampton Crabbers in this game, 1 run on 6 hits. They committed 4 errors. The Phantoms, 9 runs on 8 hits, and they committed 2 errors. So the final score here, Hampton 1 and Phoebus 5. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us today on LSC. Remember to watch us every day for sports. Channel 48 and Channel 23, Cox and Verizon. For Ball Row and
We'll make a break.
see you at the next ball field, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope it's a nice day. Good day.